Hi guys, Zoidwolf here and welcome back to the Zoidwolf tour. So today you'll find me at my second Yorkshire Tactical airsoft site, The Pines. And unlike the pits, where I had to tell you why it was the pit, because you couldn't see the pit that was, because we didn't play around it. Obviously you can tell by the pine trees behind me why this is called The Pines. So, what about the site? The site, it's a paintball site. Let's get that out of the way first. But we all know a lot of airsoft sites are paintball sites. I think there's only what, four sites that I've been to that aren't paintball / airsoft or are run by separate companies. Like here, it's run by two different companies. You've got Bawtry Activity Centre that runs all the paintballing side of things, who have built up a safe area and the fields. Then you have Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft that come along and run the airsofting side of things, and they run that out of Bawtry Forest's shop, mainly because they don't use it most of the year because it's a Christmas tree shop, so it's only used in the seasonal time. On Bawtry Activity Centre, their safe zone is fantastic. It's really well built up. It's obviously they've spent a lot of money on getting it there because of all the activities that they do. It's not just paintball, they do axe throwing, archery, all the usual stuff you would expect out of an activity centre. So they have shop, canteen, toilets in there. Where we are for the Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft guys, they, as I say, they use the shop for the Bawtry Forest. It is a covered shop, all four walls all the way around, so if it's raining or windy or anything like that, it's protected from all the elements and stuff. So the Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft guys, they bring along their own little shop with consumables and pistols and bits and pieces that everybody wants and needs. So enough about the safe zone. What about the game fields? So I've only been on 2 game fields this morning so far. One is, you can probably just see it in the distance behind me, it's called The Village. It's a long drag, long empty drag that has a few buildings, towers and some defences along the whole drag, along with a couple of old disabled Land Rovers from the army. Now they did a team deathmatch on this, so one started at the one end, one started at the other end. They weren't just restricted to the long drag of the village, they had the woodland and the bracken either side of the village as well to play in. You'll see the pictures at the beginning of the video of that field. The second field we used was the castles. It is pretty much as it sounds. There are 2 great big castles at either side of the map, defences in the middle, and you pretty much just fight over the centre. So they did a domination on that. There was 5 flags through the middle, and it was whoever had the most flags up or down, depending on the team. The castles that are on site, they are really good actually. They're full 2-story castles. They have like the top story is mainly like just a rampart side of things. As you can possibly tell by the noise in the background, it is along a railway line at the moment, and we do have Robin Hood Airport nearby, so there's been planes and trains going past all the time. I will say this for Yorkshire Tactical Airsoft. Not speaking as a Yorkshireman, but speaking as an airsofter, and I've only been to 2 sites, but they are one of the friendliest set of marshals I have met on this tour. I have had decent chats with pretty much every single marshal that is here, and there's about 8 to 10 of them here today. Had a decent chat with the site manager here, had them checking in on me all the time, making sure it's alright. So if you're worried about, say, sending your little ones off to a site or something like that, I'd say bring them here. They will look after you, make sure you're alright. One of the most friendliest martial teams I have seen. That's not me just saying that because they're Yorkshiremen and we're all friendly as we are. So that's the Pines down here at Portree. My next site visit will be YTA's The Manor in 2 weeks' time. So if you're there, I'll see you then.